One of the toughest decisions to make in your spring garden is when to transplant your seedlings out into the field. A lot of that depends on the weather, and currently we have some cold temperatures coming next week to Colorado. Traditionally, our last frost date, meaning the last day that we have a good potential for a frost, is in May. It changes year to year. And there is a frost coming next week. Right now, yesterday it was at 23. Now it's forecasted at 26 with snow. With snow is always better than without snow. But 26 is still a freeze. So even though these broccolis are frost tolerant, they are in the early stages of their growth. So I'm going to wait till after that freeze to put these out. The corn here, this is a hot crop. This does not this grows in the summertime. I started these early just as an experiment to see if I can get some early corn. These will definitely not go out until after that frost, because here in the Wallapini I can keep them warmer, easier, and just keep them safe. And they're not too overgrown. Some of these broccolis have multiples. Actually, almost all of them have multiples in their cup. So when I go to plant them, I'll select the leader, like this one, based upon the most vigor. I like to plant multiple seeds in each cup, and sometimes I do plant in clumpings. So yeah, that's just a little bit of how I think about spring gardening and putting out my seedlings. If you time it right, if your seedlings are at the right stage and you started them not too early, they can stay in their cups, especially with these, if you use what I use are these 3-inch cups that have a lot of space. These are actually plants are meant to be potted up into these, but the way I manage my garden, it's just easier for me to start them in these and leave them, and then they finish when they get transplanted. But yeah, if you have some questions or comments about your spring seedling setup, please comment below, and just share some tips and tricks that you might be using and how you decide when it's ready to put your seedlings out for the season.